Kalalal Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Karkodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the brothers pushing this work in our sincerity and in our truth. I'm the brother Yahya from James Kingston Jamaica Camp, here once again with a quick lesson. Now, when you look into the scriptures, right, it pretty much relates to life, it pretty much reflects what life is, and it tells you the history of the children of Israel, and it tells you about prophecies that will happen in today's society and in today's dispensation of life. Now, when you read the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 1, right, it tells you Ecclesiastes 9. Let me pull it up. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9. It says, "The thing that had been, it is the thing that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun." So now the children of Israel pretty much did a particular thing in the past. There was a trend that happened amongst the children of Israel, and there are certain prophecies that befell great nations such as the Babylonian Empire, the Medo-Persian, the Grecians, and the Roman Empire, right? And some of those things are going to happen even now. The things that the children of Israel did back then, they're going to be doing the same thing now. The things that happened to some of those nations is the same thing that is going to happen to the nations now. You understand? The same thing that happened to some of those kingdoms is the same thing that is going to happen to this current kingdom, which is the new Babylonian Empire, the new Roman Empire, the new Roman Empire, and the new Babylonian Empire. That's why in today's society, right, the scripture refer to this as Babylon the Great, Mystery Babylon the Great, Sodom, right? Because it is the same spirit that was taking place back then that is taking place in today's time. Now, I say all of that to say this, and to show you that when you read the scriptures, you can see where certain things are taking place that happened back then. For instance, the thing that is happening with the pastors of today's society, right? When you read the book of Matthew chapter 23, right? Matthew chapter 23 verse 14. It says, "Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayer. Therefore ye shall receive the greater damnation." Right? Who are the scribes and Pharisees? The scribes and Pharisees are masters of the law of the scriptures. You understand? They are a priesthood among the nation of Israel, right? So it says these people, them are hypocrites, because what them do is that them devour widows' houses and make long prayers as a pretense. What is happening in today's society is the same thing that is happening. These pastors that you see right now in society that call themselves leaders of people, them take the scriptures, right, and them use it as a means to acquire money and funds from basically docile, those people who don't have a brain to think for themselves, and they're leading these people astray, because these people love to hear smooth words. These people love to hear words that are comforting to them, words that don't make them see the reality of what's taking place in life. But when you read the scripture tells you in the book of Ezekiel, right, the book of Ezekiel chapter 2, and starting at verse 9, it says, let me see which one I'll start from. Alright, it says verse 9, it says, "And when I looked, and behold, an hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein, and he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations, mourning, and woe." But what these pastors nowadays preaching, they're preaching prosperity. They are preaching good life. They are preaching sustainment upon the earth, a earth that is going to be destroyed because it is polluted with the feeling, the spirit of Babylon and with the spirit of Sodom. You understand? But as you realize, is that these people, them love to be in a state where they are constantly in a place of comfort. They are constantly contented with this wickedness that is growing upon the earth and festering upon the earth. And these pastors take advantage of that. And that is how they make their money. Right? And that is the same thing that was taking place back then in the land, in the time of Israel, in the time of the prophet Jeremiah, in the time of the prophet Micah, right? In the time of the prophet Isaiah. Those were some of the same things that these prophets were speaking to the children of Israel about them. You know, telling them and warning them of the wickedness of them ways. Telling them to stop leaning onto comfort because they are doing evil things, right? And there are wicked priests among them that is leading them in a path of blindness and darkness, right? Let me see if I can pull, I think the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 14, right? It says, speak unto us smooth things. Speak unto us deceit. Let's see if I can get that. See it here? Alright. Inside the book of Isaiah, I'm going to start at verse. Let me just get the full precept. Alright, so Isaiah chapter 30. I start at verse 9. It says that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh. Right? Who is it talking about? It's talking about the children of Israel. Them is a rebellious people. Right? It says, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit. Right? That is what these current people are saying right now, right? When the men of the Lord go forth in the highways and the byways and bring forth the uncensored truth of the scriptures. You know? Me don't want to hear that. You talk too much negativity. You know? Some of these things them don't want to hear, but the reality of the scripture is that dark times are coming. Evil times are coming, man. The scripture said, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. But some of these people don't want to be prudent. They want to be in a constant state of comfort and contentment. Right? And these pastors out there, you know, these televangelists, you know, these leaders that our people so love to adhere to and cling to, them profit off of that. Them profit off of the mentality of comfort that our people love. You know? And what the people do? Them shun us. Them shun us, the men of the Lord, who are bringing forth these scriptures unfiltered. You understand? Unadulterated scriptures, man. The uncensored scriptures. You know? Where we just bring it out with full force. We don't hold anything back. And because these scriptures hurt them don't want to hear what we have to say. They want to hear what these pastors have to say that is grabbing them money. That's why when you go back to the book of Matthew, chapter 23, right? When you go back to the book of Matthew chapter 23 verse 14, it says, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, right? For ye devour widows' houses, for a pretense make long prayer. Therefore ye shall receive a greater damnation. So for a pretense, them live a long big prayer. To pray to them all a bust sweat. You know, have rag on stage, a dry off chest, a dry off face. You know, when you ring the rag, the amount of water come out of that. Because them people, them have a pretense about them. You know, them have a cadence about them that make people attracted to them, because these people like comfort, these people like for performativeness. You know, them like fakeness, them like the smooth things, them like the chivalry of this life, man. That is what them like. Not realizing that an evil and darkness is coming upon the earth that they need to be aware of, and they're going to be trapped by it because they are constantly in the state of comfort. You know? But the scripture says, woe unto these pastors, because these pastors are profit. They might take everything, and the same thing was happening back then in the land. When I go to the book of Micah chapter 3. Micah chapter 3. right? Micah chapter 3, start at verse 1 and then I jump down to verse 11. Because just like how the kings were, so were the priests. You know, the scripture speak about Omri and Ahab. Those men that basically bring forth particular laws that even the priests gravitated to, and certain culture was pushed amongst our people, a culture of evil that was pushed amongst our people, and them gravitate to it. You know, the amount of adultery and idolatry that took place when these leaders were in power. You know, and it's the same thing that is taking place right now. So the leaders also are some of the culprits them who put our people in a mind frame to be rebellious against the Heavenly Father. Right? So Micah chapter 3, I'm going to start at verse 1. And says, And I said, Hear, I pray you, O heads of Jacob, and ye princes of the house of Israel. Is it not for you to know judgment? Right? It was speaking to them at that time in the book of Micah. And it's even referring and can be related to now. You understand? Aren't Israelites rulers and leaders of some of these countries, prime ministers and presidents of some of these countries? Yes. So it says, is it not for you to know judgment? It is their job to know judgment. It is their job to know righteous decrees. It says, who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck off their skin from off them and their flesh from off their bones. Let's read that in the NLT. But you are the ones who hate good and love evil. Isn't it? These leaders nowadays, you know, just like back in that time, love the evil and hate the good. You know, they promote wickedness. They are the same one who allow this pollution of the dancehall culture, the pollution of the reggae culture. Isn't it? That them are the same one, you know, who allow wuzu music to go out. Scripture says, suffer a witch not to live. You know, if you see a witch, put your hand first supposed to lay upon him. But right now in this current society, witchcraft and wuzu mentality is basically promoted. You know, it is highly esteemed, even among the kids. You know, so it says, you skin my people alive and tear the flesh from their bones. Meaning that you devour them substances. You devour them substances, man. These pastors and these leaders constantly be like vampires upon the people. Them. You know, I suck them dry. I suck them dry of morality. I suck them dry of funds and money and everything. You know? It says, who also eat the flesh of my people, and flay their skin from off them, and they break their bones and chop them in pieces as for the pot, and as flesh within the cauldron. Isn't it? Talking about the way how them take advantage of the people. You know, the way how them profit off of the people. When I jump down to the book of, when I jump down to verse 11, it tells you, it says, the heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire. You know, these priests nowadays, them have a profit from what them do. You have priests who complain, say, yo, I don't make the money off of the church, I done this, so I focus on the church up here, so because them people have more money. That is not the way of a pastor, man. That is not the way a pastor supposed to be, man. You see me? It says, and the profits thereof divine for money. Yet will they lean upon the Lord and say, is not the Lord among us? None evil can come upon us. So them have a false pretense in their mind, and their mind said the Heavenly Father with them. But the Heavenly Father not with them. That's why the scripture say, woe unto them, men, because an evil time is coming upon them for all the wickedness where them are constantly involved in. You know, taking advantage of the poor and needy. You know, leading these people in a way of darkness. You understand? Jumping from there to the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 34, which says what? It says, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, which is Ezekiel, the word came unto him, and him said, Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. Seeing them same people nowadays who call themselves leaders, you know, the Gina Jennings, you know, all of them men here who call themselves representative of the house of Israel, that is not teaching the truth of the scriptures, not identifying that Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians are the true biblical Israelites, who are not telling these people that an evil time is coming, that the sea hip is coming, man. You understand? They are not warning the people of the dark days that are ahead, man. You see me? So these words came unto Ezekiel. You see me? And it says, Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. Prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh unto the shepherds, Woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Should not the shepherds feed the flocks? That's a question. You know, these churches nowadays that you see established and set up, who's benefiting from that, man? You know, the money that is being thrown into the tithes, who is benefiting from that money? Is it that the people are benefiting from the money, or is it the pastors benefiting from the money? You have pastors with multi-million-dollar jets saying that it is for the service of doing God's work. You don't need no multi-million-dollar jet for doing the service of God's work, man. You just need the word, man. You know, when the apostles was going forth healing the sick and raising the dead and doing miraculous work, did they have chariots going about? No, man. They were lowly men, meaning humble men, going forth doing the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You understand? It says, Ye eat the fat, and he clothe you with the wool. He kill them that are fed, but ye feed not the flock. You see me? You kill your fat animals, them. You know, you get the finest of things. You know, these pastors always have the most luxurious suits and ties and shoes and the Bentleys and so forth, man. They make them come like rock stars. You understand? But the flock is hungry. You know? The flock is hungry, man. The flock don't have no spiritual substance. The flock don't have no mental substance about them, and themselves even does not pass away in terms of financial substance. You know, I heard once where this pastor want people to write over them land to the church. Think about that, man. And these people, they are so blind that when the churches do some small token of charity to a few people, them look, oh, remember Sister Jackie did get scholarship for our youth, you know. Remember, you know. Like, seriously, is always that even beneficial to the whole flock? When you're not even teaching a particular doctrine that is spiritually sustainable. The scripture says, the disease have ye not strengthened, the diseased have ye not strengthened, neither have ye healed that which was sick, neither have ye bound up that which was broken, neither have ye brought again that which was driven away, neither have ye sought that which was lost, but with force and with cruelty have you ruled them. And they were scattered because there is no shepherd. And they became meat to all the beasts of the field when they were scattered. You know, they become prey to all of these other doctrines and philosophies that is out there, man. Because them don't have no shepherd to guide them. Them don't have anybody to give them substance. You know, this word is substance, man. You know, but them don't have nobody to do that for them, man. You understand? The book of let me see, book of Isaiah. Close with this. Isaiah. I want to say Isaiah 55. Let me see this. It says, Oh, everyone that thirsted, come ye to the waters, and ye that had no money, come ye buy and eat. Yea, come, buy wine and milk without money and without price. Alright, let's read that in the NLT. It says, Is anyone thirsty? Come and drink. Even if you have no money, come, take your choice of wine and milk. It is free. Right? This word is supposed to be given liberally. You're not supposed to be using the word for making gains. You understand? Not supposed to be using the word for fattening your coffers, you know, for buying multi-million-dollar jets and jet sailing up there and living life in hotel and all of them something, man. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to feed in the flock of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You're not supposed to be using the word of the Heavenly Father to make merchandise. You understand? It says, Wherefore do ye spend money for that which is not bread? and your labor for that which satisfieth not. Hearken diligently unto me, and eat that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in fatness. Incline your ear. So this is what you're supposed to do. Incline your ear and come unto me, ear, and your soul shall live, and I will make an everlasting covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David. You understand? So this word is supposed to be a substance. This word is supposed to basically build up your spiritual character, right? And in turn, build up the way where you navigate yourself in life. You see me? These pastors nowadays, man, these pastors are only vampires and bloodsuckers here to suck out the spirituality out of you. You know, they're only to suck away the substance, the financial substance away from you. You know, and the way we can know them is by how them speak. You know, scriptures expressly state how them are going to be made. You understand? Them are going to make long prayers and them are going to draw them. And I, the Lord said, oh, and Sister Charlene. And that is how them do, man. But it's a demon upon these people, man. You see me? And you need to be aware of them, man. You see? So with that, I hope that this lesson was edifying to the elect of nation of Israel. I want to say Kalalal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Stone, and salutations to all the brothers pushing this work in all sincerity and in all truth. Shalom.